This is Tri-County Live, bringing you the best from Nash, Wilson, and Edgecombe counties. Now, let's join our hosts.
And good evening. Welcome to Tri-County Live. I'm so excited this evening. We've got a lot of guests tonight that come from a brand new business. Let's go ahead and do the introductions. I have right here Mike Coley. He's the owner of the business. I have Keith Stone, Sean Sullivan, and I have Cole Donhauer.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome, guys.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Thank you.
And we're always excited on WHIG to introduce a new business. It gets us really excited. So we're here tonight to celebrate a new business in town and a very innovative new business. And that's why they're here, because everybody's excited and been hearing about this for a while, and they want to know all about it. So tonight, that's what we're doing. Mike, you're the owner of the business.
That's correct.
How in the world did you come up with the name MTAC? Where did it come from?
MTAC was short. We were building rifles, and we had a previous name, and I wasn't satisfied with the way it was going out. And so what we did is we took Mike's tactical precision rifle and shrunk it, and we come up with MTAC Precision Rifles.
Okay.
And so that's how we managed to get the name MTAC Precision.
What is a tactical rifle?
A tactical rifle is a sniper type rifle, would be on that type of platform. Normally
Okay.
they're heavy barrel, and they would run, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,000 yard guns. Is
Okay.
what a tactical rifle would be.
Now, your other business was in Kenley.
That's correct.
So you have moved into Rocky Mount with a brand new business.
That is correct.
And we thank you for coming to Rocky Mount.
Glad to be here.
And how many people do you employ? You've employed some people here. We're so excited about that. How many?
We have 9 employees working in the shop.
Wonderful. And I'll bet you grow to many more.
We're planning on it.
Okay.
That's our goal. So
You are a full service. By looking at it, I went in and checked it out on many occasions, and to me, by my definition, you're a full service, state of the art gun shop.
that is correct. We do everything from retail sales to ammunition. We have a shooting range. The building we're in, we've completely remodeled it, and so it looks nothing like it did before. Everything is up to above standard. Just a beautiful place. I couldn't be more satisfied with how it has turned out.
Well, now it was formerly the Powder Keg,
That
so
is
that
correct.
everybody knows where it is.
Right.
On Church Street.
On Church Street, across from Atlanta Seafood. What the
Okay.
old Atlanta Seafood used to be, for those that remember.
Right. Exactly. Okay, so that's exactly where it is. It's so interesting. You are a firearms manufacturer.
Yes, we started out gunsmithing years and years ago, and wanted to move up to the manufacturing end, because due to the way law is, we decided that some of the stuff we was doing was going to be borderline on what we was legal to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've never been content with just saying, all right, I'm going to do this, and that's all I'm going to do. I want to go to the next level. And so we became a licensed firearm manufacturer. And what that allowed us to do is, by law, we can legally make every part of the gun, this
Wow.
semi-auto. And we're covered to have our own brand name on the firearm.
So you're going to have your own brand name, and it's rifles that you make?
We make rifles and handguns.
And handguns?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Very interesting. Keith, you're with the Highway Patrol previously. Have you ever seen a facility like this since you've been in law enforcement or the Highway Patrol?
The
No?
facility is state of the art, as he just said. I haven't. What I have seen is that the expertise that these gentlemen bring to the table, which they'll show you the amount of craftsmanship that go into the guns and make the ability to do what they do. I did not even think it was possible, and I've carried a gun since 1984, and I've never seen the type of weapons that they've got and the things that they can do. And they'll talk about the silencers and things of that nature that I did not even know was possible, and I've been around guns my whole life, and what I'm excited about also is the range that they have. They have updated it, 7 slots for 7 different people to shoot. It's lighted, law enforcement capabilities of shooting night and day, which has always been a hindrance to any type of law enforcement because you have to wait for night to shoot. You can go in, turn a light off, your officers are shooting, they're back out on the street in an hour, and you're not sitting around for 5 or 6 hours waiting for dark to shoot. Also, you have different types of situations that you can run in there as far as the target positioning, shotguns, rifles, and pistols can be shot in there. So
Now,
I'm very excited.
This is an indoor shooting range.
It's an indoor shooting range, and one thing I like about that is never have to worry about weather. It's always comfortable. It's cool in there. It's got the best
is.
ventilation that the government requires now. It's going through that. It'll be open next week. I'm a carry concealed weapon instructor, and I want to get out to the people, look, it's a good thing to have a weapon if you kind of wanted one, but you need to be safe with it. These gentlemen, if one don't fit you, they can even build it for you. But another aspect of it is you can go in and shoot anytime you want to, and it builds the safety part of it because you'll be very familiar with your gun. And if you have a group that's wanting to get certified in carry concealed weapons, if you get 10 people, Mike will line it up, and I'll come in and personally instruct you and do anything I can. Me being a highway patrolman, I think it's a good thing.
Well, the classroom is so nice.
Very nice. Classroom is very well set up. The whole place is set up. It's got machines in there that I don't know anything about them. These gentlemen do, that are just above and beyond anything or any imagination that I could talk about.
Now, Cole, you're an instructor as well.
Yes, ma'am.
So will you be teaching classes there as well?
Yes, ma'am, I will. I'll be working with Keith Stone there,
Okay.
and getting people certified to carry concealed weapons.
Okay. Very good. So they can call you to sign up?
They can call the shop, yes. You can call, put your name on the list, and we'll get a date. And when we get the date lined up, then we will call you back, and we will ask you at that point, would you like to be in that class?
Okay. Might give the number so they'll know what number to
The
call.
number's 252-442-1007.
Say that again.
252-442-1007.
Very good. Concealed carry classes, folks. Indoor shooting range. And I want to go back to you, Keith. Now, law enforcement practices
Right.
there, can practice there.
They
That's what
can.
you were saying.
They can come in. There's a discount for military and law enforcement. And my thing on the highway patrol and still in law enforcement today is if you've got that thing on your hip, man, you need to practice all the time. Even with physical fitness, you need to maintain your physical fitness. You need to keep as sharp a appearance and being proficient with your weapon. There's no excuse. The men will give you a discount to come in and shoot. Practice with what you got. They give it to you because your life's on the line with it, and it's not an instrument to be looked at every day or part of the uniform. It's a life-saving measure. And if you've got it, you need to be proficient with it.
Now, Sean, you're the shop manager. What does shop manager mean?
Basically, all I do is make sure everybody's got something to do.
Okay.
I ensure that the shop's got all the equipment it needs.
Okay.
Other gunsmiths need parts. I ensure that the parts that are coming in, they get to those that need it.
Okay.
Do inventory on the stuff that we do need, we don't have. Basically, I'm the day-to-day while he's running around taking care of business.
Okay.
I'm the one that's making sure everybody's doing something.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, and you also sell guns.
Yes, ma'am.
Sell guns.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, Mike?
That's correct.
You buy guns, you sell guns, you buy guns.
We buy
That's
guns.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody comes in and has a gun that they want to sell, you'll look at it,
That is correct.
give them a value.
Right. And if they won't sell it, we'll buy it.
Okay, very interesting. Okay. Now, this is what I found so fascinating. One of the things, I found so many things fascinating, but repair. Let's talk about repair.
On the repair end, we do everything under the sun, gun related. We're the only one like us in the state of North Carolina. We repair any type of gun, and so we do every kind of repair, up to custom build, just about anything. We have done a whole lot of things on a whole lot of guns. We have guns sent from us from different places. We have some contractors overseas in Afghanistan now that we handle maintenance on their firearms when they're in the country. And so we do a lot of things. I like to tell everybody we do everything gun related from A to Z. And so if you bring it in, if it's possible for us to fix it, repair it, and or build it, then we're going to do our best to meet that goal.
Okay.
And so we enjoy what we do. We got some knowledgeable people, and that's good. I mean, there's not many people that do this anymore, and so it is a dying art in some aspects. And so we're trying our best to bring it back to life.
How many certified gunsmiths do you have?
We have 3.
3?
We have 3. Cole's certified gunsmith. Sean has done armory work in the military, and I'm also certified myself.
Wow.
Sandra, I'd like to add a point to that.
Okay, please.
With a repair of a firearm, and as these gentlemen said, if you've got a gun at home and you're not too familiar with it or you got a problem with it, bring it, let the guys look at it, and if it needs anything from cleaning to a new barrel on it, that's what they do. And if you've got a firearm at home that's not right, it's not safe, the best thing to do is bring it in, and if there's nothing wrong with it, get familiar with it with them. You got 3 gunsmiths there, you've got instructors there, bring the gun in, get familiar with it, and know what you got. A gun's not dangerous as long as it's handled safely and by a responsible person. And, you know, that's what you've always got to know, and make sure that it's a good gun.
Very good point, Keith. Very
And
good point.
we try to get people, we try to facilitate the customer, so if it's something simple that we can fix within 5 minutes, it's like a drive-through. You just come in, walk in, say this is the problem.
And
If
you
we
go
can
ahead and
identify the
try to
problem and
fix it
fix it
right
right
then.
there, we'll fix it right there and push it right back out the door, let you go on about your day.
Wow.
If it's something, we try to get it done as quickly as possible.
You know what that's called? You know what that's
Customer
called?
service.
It's called customer
That's correct.
service.
That's it.
Very good. Wow. That is wonderful. Now, I want to talk about restoration because, and listen up, some of you people out there that might have inherited some guns and they're laying around. Their great-grandfather had it, their grandfather had it. They don't know what to do with it because it doesn't work. Can you help them?
We can. There's a lot of those laying around.
Okay.
We see a bunch of them.
Okay.
And so, you know, what we see the most is old double barrel shotguns, single barrels that are very shackly. You shoot them, they come up, barrels come open on them. We run into that, and that's due to a number of reasons. Guns back in those days were used. People hunted with them. You know, they ate with what they killed. And so they actually used their firearms to a great extent. And the treatment on the metal was different back then. So the metal was soft compared to today. And it was just on account of the way they forged it.
Right.
And so what we do is we go in. Now we do run up with some that there is no fix to. And we are the type, I am the type, and we are the type that if I tell you it ain't no fix to it, it is no fix to it.
It is no fix to it
Because if
you
it can
know,
be fixed,
and
I'm
you're
going to be fixed.
honest about
That's
it.
exactly right. And so we take a lot of stuff like that and we bring it back up to shootable guns. Naturally, if you have something that is not safe to shoot, I will tell you. And if I ever tell you that, then that means you have got a gun that I personally would not shoot. I have shot everything. I mean, so, and there are those out there as well. You know, so we do a lot of stuff like that. We re-blue, we refinish gun stocks. And so near about anything, like I say, anything gun related. We handle every firearm finish on the market. That would be bluing, Parkerizing, Cerakote, Duracoat, and water transfer printing. And so we do every finish. Everything that we do is done in-house. It's not sent to a second source anywhere. We actually do it in-house with our staff.
Well, with 3 gunsmiths there.
And we
Yeah.
also have a painter. And so we have a guy that his only job is finishing.
Finishing the gun.
And so when we get it off our bench, if it's something we're going to finish, it goes to him. That is his specialty. That is what he has been trained to do. That is his only function in our business. And so at that point, it goes to him, and it comes back to us for inspection and reassembly. And so we've got a good network, and we have a really good team. I've got a great group of guys working with us.
Well, I agree with you.
And so,
Everybody
and
I've met.
I've enjoyed it, and I enjoy them, and we just got a good atmosphere.
You're a team.
We're a team. That's exactly right. No one person here makes this thing happen. There's so many areas to this that it takes
Right.
everybody coming together to make this
Absolutely.
whole thing work. And so that is a plus, and that's hard to find, and I'm grateful to have it.
Well, absolutely. We're grateful that you came to Rocky Mount. Absolutely. We're going to come back in just a minute. We're going to take a break. We're going to talk some more about MTAC and ask some more questions. We're going to talk about why is there a shortage of ammunition and firearms. We'll be right back.
It's that time of year again, and Bailey's is the place to go for a custom-designed class ring that will last a lifetime. Talk to our jewelry experts and design a ring that will shine with your school pride forever. Bailey's guarantees the best jewelry experience possible.
Don't you want a Bailey's box?
Everything that makes your world hum is right here with Dex. Need it? Dex it.
It's time to decorate and get ready for spring, so visit Sue and Renee at Drummond's Florist and Gifts on 3689 Dorcas Boulevard. Come and see all the great floral arrangements and beautiful one-of-a-kind wreaths. And don't forget Drummond's Florist for weddings, funerals, and hospital deliveries. For all occasions, call Drummond's Florist at 252-442-6110. Sue or Renee will take care of it for you.
Sears, your hometown store, is here to help you get ready for spring and summer. Our full line of push or ride mowers and weed trimmers will help you keep your lawn looking great. And a new outdoor grill is a perfect way to entertain and show off your new lawn. And as always, we carry the premier appliance brands like Kenmore and Whirlpool, and Tools by Craftsman, America's favorite tool brand. So come see us. We have the parts and service to help you, and 2 locations to serve you in Lewisburg and Rocky Mount. Sears, the name says it all.
Hello, I'm Mike Jenkins Furniture. Come and visit me at my new store at 1313 North Riley Street, right beside McDonald's, in beautiful downtown Rocky Mount. We have our 8-piece package deal for only $4.99. Grand keys are not included. And we have new items coming in every day at our new store at 1313 North Riley Street, where your look will change.
New store, new furniture, new low prices. Come see my papa.
Located at Jenkins Shopping Center at 1313 Raleigh Road beside McDonald's.
And welcome back to Tri-County Live. So glad you joined us this evening. We have MTAC tonight. We have Mike, Keith, Sean, and Cole. I did it right, believe it or not. But anyway, welcome to the show again, y'all, and welcome to you all that just tuned in. You're going to get really, really educated tonight on firearms. We have a caller on the line. Hello, caller.
Well, first of all, thank y'all for joining. Sounds like y'all a really knowledgeable group of gentlemen. And I guess one of the questions that I have, reading the news, watching the news, talking about some of the issues that some of the manufacturers are facing in other states, firearm manufacturers are facing in other states, how would you describe the climate in North Carolina for being able to do what y'all do?
I would say the climate in North Carolina is really good for this. Naturally, we follow law and we follow guidelines sent down for us as firearm manufacturers. Everybody talks about this and that in the firearms world, and a while back it was panic over this and panic over that, and it jammed the system up as far as manufacturers goes on parts and whatnot. But North Carolina is a really good place. I have had no issue whatsoever. And anything that comes down, what I would say the pipeline concerning laws, and we're going to comply with anything that we manufacture. And so normally when things come down, it affects the manufacturer more so than the individuals who possess and or are going to buy the gun. And so, but I would say North Carolina is a very firearm friendly state.
Sounds wonderful. Now, obviously there's some people around here that, get a little concerned. Concerned making sure that y'all are doing what you can from the standpoint of safety within your own operation and particularly security within your operation. Without getting too specific, what are some of the things y'all do to try to make sure that what y'all doing is secure so that the chance of y'all being exposed to theft or any problems is limited?
I'm not really going to go into detail on our security system. I will say that we have very state-of-the-art security. It's one thing that I highly believe in myself as well as my staff is our security of our building and some of the firearms that we house. And we are very secure. I can't tell you exactly what we have, but our place is very secure. Everything is put up at night. Everything's behind lock and key. If somebody managed to get in there, there's going to be roadblocks they will hit, and you're just not going to grab a gun and run out of that building. It's not going to work that way. We have pre-thought it out. I have pre-thought it out, and I take our security with what we do and with our staff, very seriously. And we have went to above and beyond on trying to make our place very secure. And so that's where we stand on our security.
Sounds wonderful. And I guess the last question I had, in regards to, you got a great group of gentlemen there, obviously all very well skilled in what y'all are doing. Hopefully y'all are very successful with this and can broaden your staff. What really does it take for someone in terms of looking if you have a chance to grow your staff? What's it going to take for someone to really be able to do the kind of work that y'all are doing or be able to do the work that y'all are going to need to do if you have a chance to expand?
What we do, it depends. We have our business is our business is broke down in departments. We have our retail side, we have our range, we have our finishing, we have our gun repair, we have our machining, and then we have our educational side. And so it's just depending on which department the individual will go in. Gunsmithing is a deal that takes patience. I would go to the extent, I'm not one of these persons that say nobody can do this, what I do, because I learn it. And if I can do it, then in my opinion, anybody can do it. It takes a patient individual willing to learn and willing to do the same thing over and over until he has become extremely good with it. There's nothing out here at all that anybody does that anybody else wanted to do. If they put enough time into it, anybody's capable of doing anything. And so it's not really, if I was going to hire a man for a gun repair position, I'm not going to really look at, whether or not he's been to school for it or not. I'm going to watch him and I'm going to see his mechanical ability. Because I can watch an individual in a day and know what they're pretty much capable of when it comes to this, just because I've done this forever. And so that's where that would be. On the building side, so far right now, I am primarily the head builder, and there's reasons for that. I have been doing that the longest, and I have a specific way that our guns are assembled. We have some very accurate rifles. Even our AR-15s, we have AR-15 rifles that are precision rifles that we'll group under an inch at 500. And give you an example, this gun right here is my personal gun. It is a .308, and it is suppressed. It is a 13.5-inch barrel. This is an NFA weapon. It is a registered weapon. And this gun right here groups great at 970 yards. And so, but there's just steps that I do to build these guns, and so right at this present time, I do it just because I'm most familiar with those steps.
Okay.
Well, very impressive, and congratulations to y'all, and look forward to hearing more about y'all.
All right, we appreciate it.
All righty.
Bye-bye. Okay, well, he had some very interesting questions.
Yes, it did.
Very interesting questions. And let's talk more about this firearm.
This right here is a custom-built 308 that we built in-house. This gun has made some transformations since it was built. This gun started out with a 26-inch barrel. When I originally built it, it was not suppressed. And so what we wound up doing was, the gun was too long. And you know, the old way of thinking is a barrel's got to be 47 inches long for it to be accurate, and barrel length has nothing whatsoever to do with accuracy. The only thing barrel length has an effect on is velocity, and you can have too long a barrel and it actually hurt the velocity of the round. But this gun here has been cut down about 4 times. I've had a good time with this one, playing with it. We cut it from 26 to 24 to 20 to 18, and my last cut was at 13.5. And primarily the reason for the 13.5-inch cut was I like a compact weapon. This gun is now suppressed, and so with the suppressor, I'm still in a compact rifle. And I did it again to prove a point. It does not take a long barrel. This gun will group under MOA, probably around half MOA with no problem at 500 yards all day long. And so the barrel length is negligible. We have Cerakote finish on this. The solid colors you see would be our Cerakote finish. The Desert Digital Camo that is on the gun is our water transfer process. And so that is the finishes that's on this. But this gun is completely hand built. Everything is fit like it should be fit. It's a very accurate rifle.
Let me ask you this, Mike. If somebody's got a gun that they think is just it's loud, can you do something about that?
We can. At that point, you can get a suppressor. Suppressors, a lot of people think stuff like this is illegal to own for an individual. It is not. An individual can own a machine gun. You know, there's steps to owning everything. A machine gun would be an individual would have to have it that was made prior to May of 1986. On the suppressors, short barrel rifles, short barrel shotguns, this is a tax stamp. It's a paperwork process, just as if you was going to get a pistol permit, more or less. It is a waiting period in order to own it. And it's a tax stamp. It's a $200 tax stamp per item. So if you figure this gun, this rifle barrel is below 16 inches, which is what law says a rifle barrel has to be. And so this gun would require a tax stamp. So it would require 2 because it has a suppressor on it. And so that would be a $400 tax stamp to have this rifle and this suppressor. And then you got the cost of the rifle. And it takes anywhere from 4 to 6 months for paperwork to come back. But we are fortunate on our design. We have got the quietest suppressor on the market. I have been fortunate and able to test them against a lot of other manufacturers, and so far we have won hands down. This gun suppressed with compressed hand loads runs 68 decibels. And this is which is very impressive, because if you took it off, you would not want to be around it when you fired it due to that 13.5-inch barrel. And this gun you could shoot in an enclosed building with no hearing protection, in an enclosed room with no ringing ears. And so when we tell you, the thing about our products that we actually make, I know what I require in something, and I'm the type of person, I'm not going to give nobody nothing that I would not use myself. And so if I give you something that we have manufactured, then that means I would carry it and I would use it myself, or I would send it overseas to a combat environment and have full faith and confidence that the individual using it is going to have good success with it.
Very good. Now, why do we have a shortage of firearms?
It's not really a shortage.
Okay.
Firearm manufacturers right now are running 24/7, and they're running multiple machines. We had scares, you know, unfortunate incidents has happened, and then you get to talk about banning this and banning that, and so people go into a buying frenzy because they're scared they're not going to be able to get it. And so what happened is the market got too much on it at one time. And there's only so many guns, I don't care who you are. In the broad scheme of things, we are a small gun manufacturer. But even your big gun companies that run, you know, hundreds of guns a day, there's only so many guns and parts you can make in a day's time. Right. And so when demand gets so high, I mean, everybody's buying a gun, which is good. I condone it, do it. It's like Keith said, get training with it, become good with it. If you're going to carry it, in my opinion, you should know how to use it. You know, you don't want to be walking around with something that you're not, you know, confident with. You need to have confidence in something. The only way to do that is practice, repetition, over and over. But that is what happened. And so it ain't that the guns are not being made anymore. It's just that demand got so high that the market couldn't take it. And the gun manufacturers are running wide open. Now, the last few months, well, since December, it has almost been impossible to get certain parts. I mean, to give you an example, I got parts coming tomorrow that I've had on order for 5 months. I mean, and this is a manufacturer that's running every day, and they run 7 days a week, non-stop. I mean, so it's that many people buying guns. You know, nothing's happened to the guns. It's just that many more new people are buying and trying to get guns. And, you know, you have a lot of new shooters coming to the market.
Right.
You know, people are looking after taking care of themselves now, some, you know, as
They're
far as
thinking
their
about it
own
more than
security,
ever.
you know,
Yes.
for their home and their individual person, you know,
Right.
because we're not living in the, you know, we live in a beautiful world, but we're not living in a beautiful, safe world
Right.
that some people think we are. And so, you know, a lot of people are arming themselves.
Now address the assault weapons. Assault weapons are not, people are so confused about that. They're
Yes.
not outlawed.
Assault weapons and, okay, I want to hand me this one right here since we're on assault weapons. Thanks, sir. All right, this is what is normally classified as an assault rifle. The reason it is classified as an assault rifle is because it houses more than 10 rounds. It uses a 30-round magazine, and it looks like a military firearm. This, in my opinion, is not an assault rifle.
Okay.
Everybody's got their own opinion. There's a lot of people using these guns today for 3-gun shoots, deer hunting, predator hunting. And so I look at this as any other gun. To me, an assault rifle is a full-on machine gun. That is, to me, the ultimate assault rifle.
Okay.
And, I mean, there's bukus of these made, you know, and everybody's got their own opinion on that, on what would be, you know, what you should have, what you shouldn't be to have.
Right.
But, you know, this is my opinion on any firearm whatsoever. You know, this gun right here is an inanimate object. It's a piece of metal. It's steel and aluminum. It can't hurt nobody. It's the individual behind it.
Right.
And so this is just a tool.
If you lay that gun on this table right
That
here,
is exactly right.
nothing's going to happen.
Nothing's going to happen. You can
Nothing's
load
gonna
this
happen.
gun, lay it on this table,
Record checks.
and walk 1 million people by it in the
Yeah.
course of a day. If nobody picks it up and points it at anyone
Right.
and pulls the trigger, it's never going to hurt a soul. It can't. And so we get, I think in my opinion, we get a little bit further off on the gun instead of the individual.
Right, right.
And, you know, to me, that's a crime issue, and that's a whole nother thing. But this is just a tool. This is like a farmer plowing the field with a tractor. That
Right.
tractor to him is a tool. Well, this is a tool.
Right.
And, you know, tractor can't hurt nobody, and neither can this gun.
So you sell these.
We do sell
You
these.
have those.
We have them in-house. We have Bushmaster, Colt, DPMS, and we have Core 15, and we have our own. And, you know, this is some of the things that you can do to one. This is custom finished and the whole nine, so
Okay.
it's some oddity and stuff.
Now you are open.
We are open. We're open Monday through Sunday. We're open 7 days a week.
Ooh.
And our business hours Monday through Saturday are 9 to 6, and Sunday 1 to 5. And Sunday was for people that wanted to come out and shoot
Yeah.
after church on Sunday
Right,
evening
sure.
or something like that. They'd have a couple hours where we would be open if they wanted to come out and shoot. Because we encourage people to shoot, not because they pay us a fee on the range, just because, as Keith said, you know, practice.
Right.
Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes safer shooters.
That's exactly
That's
right.
great.
Plus, it's fun.
And it's enjoyable.
it's
And it's a good stress
enjoyable.
relief.
It's
That's exactly right.
enjoyable as
That's
well.
exactly right.
Wow. Okay. We're
I
going to
wanted
take
to add
another
one
break. But
thing.
go ahead, Keith, please.
With the AR-15, a lot of people are talking about it as an assault weapon. That gun now is used by youth shooting. A lot of youth shoot this gun now. It's low recoil, and actually the diameter of the bullet's a lot smaller than a 30-30 or a 30-06. And as far as an assault weapon, you can take a shotgun from Walmart, saw the barrel off at 18 inches, and that's more of an assault weapon than this gun is here. And as long as you're doing record checks and we're keeping up with what's going on and policing our communities, you don't have problems with the firearms. The firearms don't cause the problems.
Right.
The criminals that get the firearms cause the problem. Loyal, decent people with guns never cause a problem. The problem is when criminal activity attaches to the gun, and there's laws for that.
Exactly. Good comments, Keith. Okay, we're going to take a break, our final break, and we'll be right back on Tri-County Live with MTAC.
For over 62 years, from our family to yours, Bailey's Fine Jewelry can assist you with all your jewelry and giftware needs.
Wedding registries, anniversaries, and birthdays, think of Bailey's for every occasion. We're sure to have that special gift for that special someone. Nothing shows you care more than a Bailey box.
For jewelry repair to custom designs, our gemologists, master jewelers, appraisers, and watchmakers are sure to provide you with the best service possible. Quality and trust. That's the Bailey way.
Life's full of unforgettable moments. Spend a moment in your Pandora store and experience the new collections.
It's been really good for the nonprofits in the area because you get to select which nonprofit you want the contribution to go to.
We always would donate our money to the local Boy Scouts program.
And you get a lifetime warranty, plus community for life on all GMCs at Davenport Auto Park. The Terrain, the Sierra, the Yukon, and see the all-new 2013 Acadia.
The community support here is phenomenal.
Oh, wow, look at this. Welcome back to Tri-County Live, and we are live tonight. Now, Cole, tell us about that. Look at that.
That is a Russian Maxim machine gun, 7.62 by 54, and it is water cooled. This particular machine gun here, when Mike got this into his shop before we moved here to Rocky Mount, it was in a box and in pieces. And with his ingenuity and his abilities, that's what it is now.
Oh, wow. I mean, it's actually beautiful.
Yes, sir.
That is a working machine gun. That gun has a rate of fire about 600 rounds a minute. It was a completely destroyed gun that we rebuilt. It took 57 hours to build that gun back into a working firearm. And so, but that is that's a showpiece for the shop. It's a accomplishment, because I had never seen one but in a picture. And so when I got it out of the box and threw it on the floor that night, I was actually thrilled about being able to try and rebuild this gun.
You rebuilt it and never rebuilt one before?
Yeah, I had never seen one. I saw a picture of one. Wow. And so it was very, it was a challenge, but it was also fun.
I can imagine.
It runs like a sewing machine.
Well, tell us about some of these right here, too, Cole. Or Sean. Either one.
You first.
All right. Well, we've got this one. 12-gauge shotgun. It's an AOW. It's a $5 tax stamp. Reason why it's a $5 tax stamp is because it's got no stock on it. We can do this. Cerakoted black. We've got some of the different colors. Go ahead, Cole.
Well, with this one particular, it's 5.56 M4 tight rifle. Picatinny rail, short barrel. The Desert Digital camo in here is a water transfer. Actually, you would definitely not know how light this weapon is unless you really picked it up, but it is Very light firearm.
Would we say 800 rounds?
That is one of my personal guns there, and it is that gun is a machine gun, and it runs about 750 rounds a minute. It's extremely fast. It'll go through a 30-round magazine in less than a second, and it don't get shot much. It's primarily for looks, and this little gun, this little top here, this is a top 4 AR. We could take the pins off of this one and drop it on. We're working on this one. This one we built the other day. We turn our own barrels in-house, and this little 7-inch barrel on this AR top is one that we turned ourselves. And the receiver, the top here, all this has been modified and machined by us. And so that's just a little example of different things you can do. And all these guns here, as well as this one, are ready to take suppressors. This one right here will be getting a suppressor this week. And so this is just an example of what you can do on the firearms color-wise. And you know, I tell everybody, give me a picture of what you want or something you've seen, and I can make it look like it.
We even do stuff for the ladies.
So, yeah, look at this pink gun, ladies. How neat.
We've got several different types of patterns that are in color.
That's
some
like
that
a
are
pink
bright pink,
camouflage.
some are dark pink, some are black and pink. It just depends on what the guy wants to get his wife, or what she wants, whatever makes her happy. So we do it all.
And don't forget, folks, Father's Day's coming up. Father's Day's coming up. What a great gift. Listen, if you give a man a gun, he is the happiest. Listen, you women, you will be able to shop for the next month. He'll just pull out the money and let you go. Because he'll be at home playing with a gun. So listen, Father's Day's coming up. Going out to MTAC. These guys will help you out. However, I want to show a little tour of the facility, if you don't mind. We went in with our camera and had a really got some really nice shots of the business. So I want you to see inside this is what you'll see if you visit MTAC. And you can talk over it if you want to, Mike, to let people know this is this room or this is.
This will be our shooting range here, 7-lane.
Yeah, that's me. That's me shooting.
Yeah, that's you.
Yes. I don't think I hit anything.
Oh, wow, look at that. Okay, and what have we here?
It's me cleaning the gun.
Okay.
That's our, that right there is our one of our blacksmithing tables, or gunsmithing table, excuse me. That's me working on cleaning some of the other weapons that we had in there that we had to get done. There's 3 tables. There's actually my table. There's a table over on the left and one behind me. We have people that can weld and everything else.
And this is our machining center. The little bit we got of it.
Yeah, tell us. You can keep talking.
The machines we have are Haas machines. We have a DS30Y, dual spindle lathe/milling machine, basically. We have 2 other lathes, a standard mill, and we also have a VM3, which is state-of-the-art milling machine. We can actually manufacture every piece of the firearm in-house, and so we're very excited about that. And we can do engraving, basically everything.
Right.
That's me shooting the suppressor with no earphones.
Inside an enclosed building.
Inside an enclosed building.
So this is some of your inventory.
This is our inventory.
Plenty of ammunition in stock.
We have the hard to find 22. I do not know why it's so hard to find, but it is extremely hard to find and or get.
There's some other inventory there.
We have a pretty good selection of guns. We have things that are on the way in, and so, we've only been open a week, and so we've still got stuff coming in that we're trying to find.
There's the outside of the building.
And the outside looks great.
It
I don't know how
does.
many
Look
people
at that.
remember what it used to look like, but the outside of the building now looks great, as well as the inside. We have really separated ourselves from what it used to be.
Right.
And so it is new in comparison, and we went at it with that attitude, and we're going to enjoy it.
Absolutely. Okay, well, let's recap because some people might have just tuned in. You're located in the Powder Keg building on Church Street, across the street from the old Atlantis Seafood.
That's correct.
and your telephone number if somebody wants to call for concealed carry classes. Now, they do teach concealed carry classes there. Have a beautiful classroom right there in-house. Everything there is done in-house. I mean, everything is right there at this state-of-the-art facility. Keith and Cole are both instructors of the concealed carry classes, and they can call what number?
252-442-1007.
Absolutely. You buy, you sell, you
We even
repair,
trade.
you trade.
We trade.
Okay, so if you've got a gun that you want to trade in, you want to get something different.
That's correct.
Hey, you might want something different.
Our focus is 100% on customer service to the best of our ability. So anything that we can help anybody with whatsoever, then feel free to stop by and ask. You know, if you're in the neighborhood, stop by and just check out the shop.
Yeah.
And, you know, we got a lot of neat things on display there that you normally don't get to see anywhere else. And so we encourage everybody to stop.
Yeah, you need to stop by and see it. And, you know, if you just have a question, no question is dumb if you don't know the answer.
That's correct.
Right?
That is correct.
And one of you, because I'm not in the gun business, but these guys don't know nothing about television, see?
That is correct.
So they have to ask me about television.
I know how to watch
it.
We know how to turn the TV on.
No, yeah, y'all know how to turn the TV on. That's about it.
Sweetheart,
no,
push that
actually,
button.
you've done a fantastic job on television tonight, every one of you now, on the show, and I want to commend you all. But you are a firearms manufacturer and dealer. You repair and restore. Don't forget, if you've got those guns laying around that you need restored, you've had them for years, you don't know what to do with them, bring them on out. They'll talk to you about them, tell you all about them, how they can help you. And it is the shooting range is the shooting is done in a very safe environment.
That is correct.
Very safe environment.
Safety at our place is key.
Yes, and your employees are safety trained and all of that. They're going to be with you.
They're going to be with you.
I mean, you're not going to just throw somebody over there, okay, go over there to the shooting range. Here's your,
No.
take your gun, go on over there.
We kind of talked about that earlier this evening when we were talking. You know,
And
safety.
regardless of
paramount.
which individual is with you needing help, keep in mind that everybody that's on our staff, that's on the main staff, which would be me, Cole, and Sean, and Keith, we're all certified NRA instructors. A lot have certified military background on firearms and weapons training, and so you're going to get somebody that's knowledgeable of what's going on.
Okay, very good. MTAC, open 9 to 6.
9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, and 1 to 5 on Sunday.
Okay, to accommodate your needs. Wonderful customer service. Just a great facility. Just go by and look at the facility, if nothing else. And ladies, you're welcome to go and look for you something. Maybe you can talk your husband into getting it, or again, it's Father's Day coming up. So go on out and check out this full-service, state-of-the-art facility located in the old Powder Keg building on Church Street. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having us. We
Thank
appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Enjoyed it.
Hope you'll come back. And look for our MTAC ad on WHIG coming up real soon. Thank you for watching Tri-County Live.
For over 62 years, from our family to yours, Bailey's Fine Jewelry can assist you with all your jewelry and giftware needs.
Wedding registries, anniversaries, and birthdays, think of Bailey's for every occasion. We're sure to have that special gift for that special someone. Nothing shows you care more than a Bailey box.
For jewelry repair to custom designs, our gemologists, master jewelers, appraisers, and watchmakers are sure to provide you with the best service possible. Quality